So how much of a difference has it been writing Portal 2 compared to the original Portal?
Well, it's a bigger project. You know, the single-player game is about twice as long as the single-player game in Portal 1, and there's also a new co-op track, which is that same length again, so there's a lot of material to write. Luckily, I have a couple of the other writers at Valve helping out.
So you have the 2 new portals that you can use. How much has that differentiated the Portal gameplay?
Well, having 2 extra set of portals, really fundamentally changes the way that you approach the puzzles. In other words, all the puzzles have to require 4 portals to get through. So if any playtester figures out some way to get through a test chamber using just 2 portals, it's kind of back to the drawing board on that one. Plus, you have an extra person playing with you, so there's that sort of social dynamic to it. Well, there are certainly themes in the game, and I don't want to go too much into some spoilerish stuff. There's a lot of new puzzle elements. If you just talk on the game side, the portal gun remains effectively the same. We didn't want to change that because we like the kind of elegance of you've got a portal gun and you fire 2 portals. We didn't want to add a slow time button and 12 other buttons. So what we did was we added a lot of new elements. Puzzle elements that interact with the portals that we can make new test chambers with, and that combinatorially sort of expand the puzzle space. There's a lot of opportunity for new puzzle design.
Can you talk about some of those? Like you have the bridge now that you can portal through.
Yeah, there's the light bridge, which lets you make these catwalks that extend through portals. There's a laser beam that you can use to power things. There's these things we call faith plates, which are sort of deterministic catapults that let you get momentum and then move around the facility. And then there's also this thing we call gels, which are it's sort of like paint that you can use to paint surfaces and give those surfaces different properties. Those are probably the biggest new puzzle elements. So Portal 2 starts long time after Portal 1, and one thing leads to another. GLaDOS is switched back on, and you're back to testing.
Okay, so even though you made it out, too bad, you're back in.
You didn't make it. You only made it a little bit out. You're still in the parking lot. You technically were not off the property yet.
There's still going to be cake, or is it now pie?
No cake or pie. We think we're going to retire the cake jokes for this one.